Hello friends! Today you'll see how actors of the films Terminator 1984 and 1991 have changed. You'll know their original names and age. I will show you how they looked then, in 80s, 90s, and how they look now, in 2020. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Sarah Connor, Linda Hamilton, is the mother of John Connor, the leader of the resistance during the Future War, as well as teaching him in the way of war. Sarah lived an ordinary life, however everything Sarah had ever known was to change on May 12, 1984. She found herself pursued by a relentless cyber killer, the Terminator. T-1000 prototype Terminator sent by Skynet from 2029 to terminate John Connor when he was 10 years old. It was the second infiltrator sent back on assassination mission by Skynet. The T-1000 is made entirely out of a liquid metal. His most active trait is his subtle but still present sadism. He is portrayed by Robert Patrick. Sergeant Kyle Reese, Michael Biehn, is a resistance soldier. He joined the leader of the resistance, John Connor. In the year 2029, he was sent back in time to the year 1984 to protect Sarah Connor from a T-800 Model 101 Terminator. Kyle Reese was the father of John Connor through the result of the predestination paradox. John Connor, Edward Furlong, is a 10-year-old juvenile delinquent living with foster parents, Janelle and Todd Boyd, while Sarah Connor is at the hospital for mentally insane. Though he is informed of his destiny of his future conflict with Skynet, young John is skeptical of his mother's claims of his fate as humanity's leader. Ed Traxler, Paul Winfield, was the hard-working, pragmatic, honest cop and detective lieutenant of the Los Angeles Police Department in 1984 and was one of the investigators assigned to the phone book killer case. Traxler seemed to have a thing for cigarettes and coffee. Traxler also almost seemed ready to consider Reese's story. Janelle White, Janet Goldstein, was the wife of Todd White and the foster mother of John Connor. She was appointed to take care of John Connor while his mother, Sarah, was in prison. At a certain point before the evening, Janelle was murdered by the T-1000, who then impersonated her in a ploy to lure John back to the house. Dr. Peter Silverman, Errol Boyen, was a fanatical, mediocre criminal psychologist who worked for the state of California and with the Los Angeles Police Department. Silverman thought nothing of the so-called delusions shared by Kyle Reese and Sarah Connor other than being able to make a career from them being under his care. Dr. Miles Dyson, Joe Morton, was the original inventor of the neural net processor, which would lead to the development of Skynet, a computer AI intended to control electronically linked weapons and defend the United States, by which would later seize control of the world and launch a global war of extermination against humanity. Matt Buchanan, Rick Rossovich, was the boyfriend of Ginger Ventura. He had a friendly and slightly clownish personality and seemed to like Sarah, though she refers to him as Freak. On May 13, 1984, he arrived at the apartment for a night in with Ginger and was later killed by the Terminator after putting up a valiant fight. Teresa Dyson, Sharon Apatha Merkerson, the wife of Miles Dyson. She is the mother of Danny and Liv. Teresa Dyson was present in the family residence when Sarah Connor attempted to assassinate Miles, whom she believed was destined to invent a supercomputer that would ultimately lead to the destruction of the world. Rob Garrett, Dick Miller, was the owner of the Alama Sports Shop. He provided Terminator with several weapons, including the Armalite R-18, 45 long slide with laser sighting, and Uzi 9mm. However, after mentioning a 15-day wait for handguns and telling the Terminator not to load the Fast 12, Garrett was killed by the machine. Enrique Salceda Castillo Guerra is a friend of Sarah Connor. Salceda, a Guatemalan, had a wife and 3 children. While training John, Sarah had Enrique create a cache with weapons in order to prepare him for the Judgment Day. A couple of days after escaping the state hospital, Sarah, John and the Terminator visited Enrique. Nancy Dyson was a co-worker of Sarah Connor at Big Jeff's restaurant. She arrived late the day of May 12, 1984, as did Sarah. Nancy was the first to alert Sarah of the killing of another Sarah Connor. In that period of time she was 23, now 59. Nancy was portrayed by actress Shawn Sheps. Tim was a mulleted friend of John Connor. On June 8, 1991, he saved his friend while they were at an arcade by alerting him to the presence of the T-1000, which was impersonating a police officer and searching for him. Although Tim thought it was only a normal police officer, he was portrayed by actor Danny Cooksey. Ginger Ventura, Bess Motto, was Sarah Connor's roommate and best friend. The two of them were extremely close. She and her boyfriend Matt were killed the night when the Terminator came to their apartment looking for Sarah. Ginger played the music on her personal stereo too loudly to hear the T-800 and her Matt having a fight. Hal Vukovich was a detective of the Los Angeles Police Department. He became involved in the phone book killer case. Hal had a particular disdain for cases that got a lot of media attention. Hal Vukovich was portrayed by Lance Henriksen, who was reportedly James Cameron's original choice to play the Terminator. The Cyberdyne Systems Model 101 Series 800 Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, was sent by Skynet in 2029 to Los Angeles in 1984 to kill Sarah Connor, the future mother of John Connor. In comparison to most other Terminators who could exhibit emotional, the first T-800 was extremely emotionless, cold, violent and ruthless. Todd Voigt, Sandra Berkeley, was the husband of Janelle and was the foster father of John Connor. He and his wife were appointed to take care of John while his real mother, Sarah Connor, is in prison. While drinking milk from the carton's tip, he was stabbed through the mouth by the T-1000 sent after John as it impersonated Janelle. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please share it on social networks, like it, and of course subscribe to the channel.